Lara walked towards Taehyung and directly sit on his lap, making his eyes widen. Taehyung tried to push her, but before the YRN took a bottle of wine and break it in her head. Lara screamed in pain and blood started coming out from her head. Her face get covered with blood. She fall on the floor from Taehyung's lap and the floor turned red in a blink. Taehyung, my love, what have you done? Taehyung looked at YRN but didn't saw any regret or fear in her eyes. Instead, she was fuming in anger. Taehyung, we need to go before someone see us here. He hold Wyan's hand and left the party venue from the back door. They heard people screaming from behind as they already spotted Lara on that situation. After they reached their apartment, Taehyung ran to the kitchen and gulped down a whole bottle of water. His hands were trembling. YRN also come to the kitchen behind him. YRN, what happened, Taehyung? Why are you trembling? Are you feeling sick? Taehyung, sick. He walked towards her and hold her arms tightly. He yelled while shaking her. Taehyung, do you have any idea what have you done? You almost kill a person. Wait, I don't even know she's alive or not. YRN, she dared to touch you. She was dancing in a dirty way in front of you. She sit on your lap. How I can tolerate it? Taehyung, but that doesn't mean you'll attack her like this. YRN, she makes me angry, very angry, and I even felt hurt seeing you so close to her. She's bad, so I punished her. Taehyung, you're not normal, YN, you're not normal. Saying that, he left from there, leaving her alone. It's 12 at night. Taehyung is sitting on the living room with a worried face. He look at his phone. Lots of missed calls from his colleagues, and he know the reason why they're calling him. His phone buzzed again. Kate's name is showing on the screen. Taehyung decided to receive the call this time. He take a deep breath and receive the call. Kate, where were you? Taehyung, do you have any idea what happened? Ms. Lara is admitted in the hospital. Someone attack on her. He heard Kate's voice from the other side. Taehyung gulp and ask, Taehyung, do you know who did this? Kate, not yet. Ms. Lara doesn't said anything about it. Taehyung sighed in relief and asked again, Taehyung, how's Ms. Lara now? Kate, she's fine. The injury wasn't that deep. Taehyung, oh, okay then. I'll call you later. Good night, Kate. Good night. Taehyung felt relief as Lara doesn't mention Wyan's name and she's also fine. He went towards the bedroom to sleep. Taehyung saw YRN is sleeping peacefully, hugging his pillow. Taehyung walked towards her and covered her with the blanket properly. He carefully pulled his pillow from her grip so that he could sleep, but it broke Wyan's sleep. She opened her eyes and looked at him. YRN, are you angry on me, Tae? Taehyung doesn't reply. He just laid down on the bed, back facing her. She went close to him and hugged his waist from behind. YRN, please talk to me, Tae, at least look at me. That girl made me angry and that's why I hit her. I'm sorry, please don't leave me. Taehyung turned around and looked at her eyes. Taehyung, leave you? YRN, why did you always think that I'll leave you? Why are you so insecure and possessive? YRN, I don't know. I don't know anything, just tell me you won't leave me alone. Taehyung sighed and pulled her in his embrace. Taehyung, where will I go leaving you? YRN, when I say I love you, I mean it. When I say I want to spend my whole life with you, I meant it. So put it in your heart and head, I will never leave you even if you want. YRN, promise. Taehyung, I promise, but YRN, you need to control your anger, possessiveness and aggressiveness, otherwise it will get you in a big trouble. YRN smiled and hugged Taehyung. Soon she fall asleep. Taehyung, why are you like this? YRN placed the breakfast in front of Taehyung. He was doing something in his laptop. She silently sit next to him and started waiting for him to eat. 10 minutes passed. Taehyung still doesn't start eating. He doesn't even look at the food. He was just staring at his laptop screen. YRN peeked in his laptop and saw he's applying for a new job. YN, you're applying for a job? Taehyung hummed as reply. YRN, you already have a job. Taehyung look at YRN and take out his glasses. Taehyung, do you think I still can go there after my girlfriend almost killed my boss's daughter? YRN, but she's still alive. Taehyung, YRN, don't talk like a fool. And please leave me alone, I'm already frustrated and you're making it worse. Suddenly, Taehyung's phone buzzed. He looked at the caller ID and saw his mother. Taehyung take a deep breath and receive the call. Taehyung, how are you, Mom? I'll arrange the money soon. 1 week? Alright, tell the doctor to prepare for the surgery. I'll deposit the money in 1 week. Taehyung cut the call and went to the bedroom. Y followed him from behind. Taehyung. Hey Alex, can you lend me some money? I'll return it soon. Oh, it's okay. No problem, don't worry. He cut the call with a sad face. After that, he called some of his colleagues, but everyone refused to give him money. Feeling frustrated, Taehyung threw his phone on the floor, breaking its screen. He looked at Y with red eyes. Taehyung. I'm going out. I'll be late. Saying that, he walk out passing Y. It's 1 a.m. already and Taehyung doesn't come back. He doesn't even have take his phone with him. Y was hella worried. She decided to look for Taehyung when he come back. He fall on the couch and started rubbing his forehead. Y sit beside him and placed her hand in his shoulder. Taehyung. Mom needs surgery in 1 week. Y don't worry. I've money for your mother's surgery. She went to the bedroom and come back with an envelope. Taehyung saw. The money is very little. With this, his mother couldn't even brought medicine. Now you have money for your mother's surgery, so you don't have to worry anymore, right? Now you can eat and sleep properly and can give me time. Taehyung. Where did you get these money? I earn it doing part-time jobs. Taehyung pulled Y in his embrace and kissed her head multiple times. Taehyung knows this money is very little and it can't help him, but he's feeling blessed to have Y in his life. Taehyung. Thank you so much, love. Y after your mother's surgery, will you take me on a date? Taehyung. I'll take you on lots of dates, I promise. Y okay then. Let's go and sleep for now. I'm very sleepy. Taehyung pecked Y's forehead and covered her sleeping figure with the duvet. He walked in the balcony and looked at the sky. He's very worried and disturbed right now. Taehyung. How will I arrange this large amount of money in just 1 week? He mumbled to himself. Suddenly his phone buzzed, indicating he received a notification. Taehyung looked at the broken screen of his phone and saw a message from bank. Taehyung widened his eyes, seeing someone transfer a large amount of money to his account. Soon he get a call from his boss's daughter. Lara. Did you get the money, Kim? She asked after Taehyung answered the call. Taehyung. Ms. Lara, why did you? Lara. Oh come on, I promised you that I'll give you money for your mother's surgery. Taehyung. But after what happened, I thought. Lara. Don't worry about it. It was my fault. I'm sorry, I was a little drunk. If I was in your girlfriend's place, I'd probably do the same. Taehyung. You're not angry? Lara. Not at all. And yeah, you can take leave from office for your mother's treatment. I came to abroad after my injury and will be back after 20 days. You can join the office then. Taehyung. I'm not fired? Lara. Hell no. How can we lose such brilliant employee like you? Taehyung. Thank you so much, Miss Lara. I can't even describe in words that how much grateful I am to you. Lara. No need to thank me. Good night, I'll talk to you later. Taehyung. Good night. He cut the call with a bright smile. It's a smile of relief. Taehyung jumped on the bed and fall asleep, hugging Y tightly. Taehyung's mother's surgery was successful. After getting discharged from the hospital, she wanted to stay with Taehyung for a few days. So Taehyung directly bring her to their apartment from hospital. Right now, she's having dinner with her son and Y. Suddenly she asked, Mrs. Kim, Y dear, I heard your grandfather was a billionaire and after his death now his all properties is in your name. Y stopped eating and hold the spoon tightly in anger. Hearing her grandfather's name, Taehyung noticed her sudden change of behavior. He quickly turned to his mother and spoke. Taehyung. Mom, why are you asking this question so suddenly? Mrs. Kim. No, I was just curious to know why a billionaire is living in a small apartment. Y. I give his all money and property to the orphans. Mrs. Kim. What are you insane? She shouted, making Taehyung and Y look at her. Taehyung. Mom, why are you reacting like this? Mrs. Kim. No, I was just thinking her grandfather must earn those money with hard work, but she just give them away, she said, smiling awkwardly. Y. I didn't wanted anything which was his. I don't even want to hear his name. Saying that, she walked away without eating anything. Mrs. Kim. Why are you dating this crazy girl, Taehyung? Taehyung. What are you saying, Mom? Mrs. Kim. Who gives their all properties to the orphans if she's not crazy? Taehyung. She did a great job. I'm proud of her and it's making me love and respect her more. saying that he excused himself and left from there taking some food in a plate. Mrs. Kim, I thought my son got a golden goose, but she's just a crazy girl. It's fine. At least she'll get her father's properties. Taehyung, are you missing your grandfather? Y or N? He's the last person I'd miss. Taehyung understood she's angry on her dead grandfather for some reason, so he changed the topic. Taehyung, how about going on a date tomorrow? Wyan's face lit up and she jumped on Taehyung, making him laugh. Taehyung rubbed his nose against her. Taehyung, where do you want to go? Y or N? Wherever you'll take me. Mrs. Kim, are you going somewhere? Taehyung? Taehyung, yes mom, I'm going out with YN. Mrs. Kim, that's good. I was thinking going out for shopping as I come to the city after so many years. Taehyung, you want to come with us? Mrs. Kim, no, enjoy your day, just give me your card before going. Taehyung, but mom, you're sick. I can't let you go alone. I'll take you to shopping tomorrow. Mrs. Kim, no need. I can go by myself, don't worry about me. Taehyung, are you sure? Mrs. Kim, absolutely. Taehyung, okay then, take care. Taehyung took Y or N to the beach. Much people doesn't come here at this time cause it's not weekend. And that's the reason Taehyung bring her here. Cause first Y or N doesn't feel comfortable around strangers, and last but not least the chances of her get aggressive here is less as there isn't much female here. Taehyung was staring at the sea and Y or N was staring at him, resting her head on his shoulder. Taehyung looked at her and peeked her nose. Taehyung, you want ice cream? Y or N? No, I'm fine. She clings with him more and close her eyes. Taehyung, but I'm thirsty. I'm going to grab something for drink. Y or N? Okay then, come back soon. She released him from her grip and back away. Taehyung, I'll be back. After buying 2 ice cream, Taehyung come back. Y or N noticed him and waved at him. He was about to go near her when 2 girls come blocking his way. Girl, could you please take a picture of us? Taehyung looked at Y or N and she was staring to their direction with burning gaze. Taehyung knows very well that she's planning to bury those girls alive. Girl 2, excuse me, could you please? Taehyung, I'm sorry I can't, saying that he walked past the girls. Taehyung heard them saying, girl, such a rude guy. Girl 2, and a social person. Taehyung felt bad hearing them. Then he looked at Y or N who's smiling at him sweetly, which makes him smile too. Taehyung and Y or N was walking on the street holding each other's hands when Taehyung get a message from bank. He checked it and saw his card is empty. His mother spent all his money on shopping. Taehyung signed and put the phone on his pocket again. Y or N? What happened? Taehyung, nothing. Shall we go home? Y or N? Sure. Taehyung, did you enjoy today? Y or N? I enjoy every moment with you every day, she said, making Taehyung feel special. He pulled her in a long passionate kiss. Coming home, Taehyung saw half of the living room is full with shopping bags. Mrs. Kim, oh my kids, you come back. Look what I brought. Y or N and Taehyung sit on the couch next to each other and Mrs. Kim started showing everything she brought. Mrs. Kim, look at this dress. Isn't it gorgeous? My friends will be so jealous seeing me in this dress. She brought at least 20 dresses for herself along with matching accessories. Mrs. Kim, and this watch is for your brother. He was asking for a branded watch for so long. Y or N look at Taehyung's wristwatch. It's so old. She's seeing him using it since they met 3 years ago. She doesn't know since how many years he's using this. But YN's pretty sure that this watch is at least 5 years old. And about his brother, Taehyung brought him a new watch last month. Mrs. Kim, look. I brought these for your sister and her husband. Mrs. Kim started opening all the shopping bags and showed Taehyung and Y or N what she brought. She brought stuffs for everyone, even their neighbors and village. Mrs. Kim, and this is for you, YN. She give Y or N a handbag. YN, thank you. She takes it with a genuine smile. Taehyung noticed the bag was very cheap. She brought expensive gifts for everyone. But YN, Taehyung, mom, it's Mrs. Kim. You like it, Y or N? She asked, not letting Taehyung speak further. Y or N nodded with a smile. Mrs. Kim, okay then, good night. I'm going to my room. Taehyung, mom, you didn't brought anything for me? Mrs. Kim laughed hearing him. Mrs. Kim, what will I buy for you with your money? And besides, I wanted to do more shopping but your card become empty. I felt very embarrassed in a shop because of it. She gave Taehyung his card back and went to her room. After taking shower, Yn come out from the bathroom and saw Taehyung is sitting on the bed with sad face. Yn climb on the bed and sit on her knees in front of Taehyung. She cupped his face and make him look at her. Yn, you're sad because your mother doesn't brought anything for you? Taehyung nodded his head slowly. Yn, in this case your baby can make you happy. Saying that, she pulled the belt of her bathrobe, making it wide open. Taehyung bit his lower lips, seeing her exposed wet body. Yn, did you like the view? Taehyung, I love it, but Yn, we can't do it. What if mom heard us? Yn, don't worry daddy, I won't make noise. Saying that, she pushed him on the bed. Taehyung's mother's demand was increasing day by day. She asked him to buy new stuffs every next day. And now Taehyung doesn't have any money left. He's afraid if the food they have finished till the month ends, they have to remain unfed until he gets his next month's salary. Taehyung started eating less food to save the food till next month. He can't even say no to his sick mother, and besides he loves his mother very much. Taehyung starts working in a department store at night after office to fulfill his mother's needs and demand. He come home late night and sleep empty stomach. Not knowing why Yn also doesn't eat anything. She understood Taehyung's situation and stopped making dinner for herself. She only cook for his mother. Taehyung come home being all tired and saw Yn is waiting for him like every day. He walked towards her and pulled her in his embrace. Yn, welcome home. Taehyung, stop waiting for me till late night. Yn took Taehyung to the dining area and served him food. Taehyung ate to spoon and said, Taehyung, I'm full. I'll eat the leftover at breakfast. Saying that, he placed the food on refrigerator. Yn was looking at him with sad eyes. He's doing this since 1 week. Taehyung, let's go and sleep. Yn. Taehyung and Yn come to his village with his mother. His father welcomed them with a smile. Taehyung's sister also came with her husband and son. Everyone is having dinner together. Yn, here, take more. Taehyung was eating without caring after so many days. Yn is serving him as his family members are busy talking with each other. Suddenly his younger brother Kwon spoke. Kwon, mom tell Hyung to buy me a motorcycle. Taehyung choked on his food hearing it. Yn give him water and started rubbing his back. Mrs. Kim, Taehyung, your brother is asking for a motorcycle since 2 months, why didn't you give it already? Taehyung, but mom, I don't have money for it. Mrs. Kim, then arrange it. Taehyung, mom, I already took advance salary for your treatment. They won't give me full salary next month. Mrs. Kim, this is not my concern. Taehyung, my son asked for something and you have to give it. Yn banged the table loudly and stand up. Everyone is now looking at her. Yn, what do you think he is? A money-making machine? Taehyung, get up and hold her hand. Yn, isn't he your son too, or you're his stepmother? Mrs. Kim, what are you saying? Tae is my biological son. Yn, I don't think so. I think this useless is your only son, she said, pointing at Kwon. Taehyung, Yn, that's enough. Mrs. Kim, don't you dare to call my Kwon useless. Yn, your Kwon is useless and you made him like this. Taehyung, Yn, stop it. Yn, I had my enough. Taehyung, she's just using you for her own benefit. Just look at her, can you tell that she's sick and had a major surgery few days ago? Mrs. Kim, what is she saying? Taehyung, say something. Taehyung, Yn, let's go. He held her hand but she yanked it away. Yn, I'm sure she's faking her sickness. Taehyung, Yn, just shut up. You're insulting my mother. Yn, she's not your mother, she's just a greedy old lady. I'm sure she even faked her illness to take money from you. Slap. A sudden force turnedYn's face to the other side. She felt a sharp pain in her left cheek. Yn hold her cheek and look at Taehyung with teary eyes. Taehyung, go to the room right now. Yn nodded slowly and ran towards the bedroom. Taehyung punched the dining table hardly, making everyone flinch. His knuckles got bruises. Still, it doesn't calm him. He hurted his Yn. He slapped her. Taehyung threw the plates on the floor, making his mother and sister scream. He bent down and take a broken piece on glass in his palm before making a fist. Blood started dripping from his hand. Mrs. Kim, Taehyung dear, what are you doing? Stop hurting yourself. Taehyung walked towards the bedroom without saying anything. He lost control over his anger when Y or N said his mother is faked her sickness. But in reality, his mother is more sick than they thought. Her surgery wasn't successful as it was late. Now she got cancer because of it. But no one knows about her illness, even her. Only Taehyung and the doctor knows that his mother have cancer. Taehyung take a deep breath and entered into the room. He saw Y or N is sitting on the bed. She was looking down while swinging her legs. Taehyung slowly walked towards her. Y or N felt his presence and looked at him. Taehyung saw the red mark on her cheek. His heart become more heavy in guilt. He kneeled down in front of her and hugged her legs. Taehyung, I'm sorry. It's just, I love my mom very much. And when I lost control over my anger. I'm sorry. I will never do that again. Y or N, you won't leave me, right, Taehyung? Taehyung looked up hearing her. He thought she'll shout at him or give him silent treatment cause the fault is totally his. Taehyung, Y or N, what are you? She sit on the floor next to him and started crying and begging. Y or N, please don't leave me alone, Taehyung. I'll do whatever you say. This part of her always make him shock. With others she's rude and aggressive. Everyone is afraid of her, that or even him, but then with him she behaves totally opposite. She just beg in front of him, forgetting her self-respect. And in this case, today is totally his fault. But still she's begging. Why? She knows that she's looking pathetic, but she isn't caring about it. Is he that important to her? Why she always think that he'll leave her? Taehyung's eyes become teary. He pulled her in his embrace and hugged her very tightly. Taehyung, why are you like this, Y or N? Why you always make my heart cry for you? Tell me, love, what painful incident you're hitting which make you like this? Y or N, you won't leave me, right? Taehyung, never. Taehyung broke the hug and kissed her all over her face. Suddenly he realized Y or N is burning in fever. He became more worried. Taehyung, love, you got high fever. He quickly carried her bridal style and made her laid down on the bed. Taehyung bring the thermometer and checked her temperature. Taehyung, it's 102 degree, let's go to the doctor. Y or N, at this hour, don't worry, I'll be fine. Taehyung, then take medicine. Taehyung give her medicine. He bring a small towel and a bowl of water. He dipped the towel on the water and placed it in her forehead. It's 1 am, everyone is sleeping except for Taehyung. He kept changing the wet towel in YN's forehead, but her fever doesn't decreased a bit, instead her temperature was rising. Taehyung look outside the window. The sky become heavy with clouds. Taehyung couldn't take it anymore. He decided to call the doctor. He pecked YN's lips and walked outside to call the doctor. Hearing the loud thunder, Y or N opened her eyes. She looked outside and saw it's raining heavily. Y or N removed the duvet from her and walked towards the door. Taehyung come back to the room and his heart skip a beat seeing the empty bed. His eyes desperately roam around the whole room and stopped at the window. Y or N is standing outside in heavy rain. Taehyung, run outside and hold Y or N. Her whole body is soaked already. Taehyung, are you mad? You're standing in rain with high fever. He carried her in his arms and was about to go inside when she spoke. Y or N, no, don't take me inside. I'll be fine if I stay in the rain for some hours. Taehyung doesn't listen to her. He started walking. Y or N, no please. Taehyung, Suddenly she stopped talking. Taehyung looked at her face, which is resting in his chest. His breath stopped, realizing she lost her consciousness.